Entitled mom screams at cancer patient for not giving up bus seat. I never thought I'd end up in one of those entitled parent meltdown stories, but here we are. This happened about 7 months ago, right in the middle of my chemotherapy. A little background first. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer in my nasal cavity. Stage 2. The tumor was pretty big, but it hadn't spread yet. Still, I had to go through aggressive chemo to shrink it before surgery. That meant I lost my hair, my eyebrows, and even my eyelashes. I wore a wig so I wouldn't look like some kind of skinhead, especially since I'm tall, muscular, and, let's just say, not the type of guy people immediately feel comfortable around. Chemo days were brutal. I'd leave the hospital completely drained, and the only way home was a packed bus. One afternoon, I dragged myself onto the bus, and it was wall-to-wall people. I asked a middle-aged guy if I could take his seat, and without hesitation, he stood up and let me sit. That small kindness felt huge. 2 stops later, the nightmare walked in, a woman with the classic, "I want to speak to your manager" haircut, dragging along her 12-year-old son. Let me say right now, the kid was polite, embarrassed, and not the problem here. His mom, though, looked around, saw me, and made a beeline. She stopped right in front of me and said, "Hey, could you let my kid sit down?" I looked up, confused. "You mean me? Who else?" she snapped. I tried to explain. "I'm sorry, but I just got out of a chemo session. I really need to sit." She cut me off instantly. "So are we. My boy just broke his leg. We came straight from the ER." Her son was standing perfectly fine. No crutches, no limp, just looking like he wished he could disappear. I said, "Ma'am, he seems okay. I'm not feeling well. I need to stay seated." That's when she lost it. "Look here, boy. My kid deserves this seat." I took a breath and decided to be honest. I moved my wig a little so she could see my bald head. "I'm sorry, but I'm going through chemo. I need this seat." That should have been the end of it. Any normal person would have understood, not her. She exploded. "Stop making excuses. Get up, you skinhead piece of S." The whole bus went silent. People stared. Her poor son begged her to stop. And then, to top it all off, she grabbed my arm and tried to yank me out of the seat. I held on tight, completely stunned. That's when my guardian angel stepped in. An older gentleman a few rows away stood up and barked, "Will you shut the hell up, you dumb cow?" She spun on him, screeching, "Who do you think you're talking to?" The man's voice went cold. "Stop assaulting passengers or I'll be forced to step in. Anyone with eyes can see this young man has cancer." She shouted back, "No, he's just a damn skinhead." Without missing a beat, he fired back, "He's got no eyebrows, you twat." The bus erupted in gasps. She was furious, red-faced, and suddenly swung a punch at the old man. Everyone froze until he calmly caught himself, looked her dead in the eyes, and said words I'll never forget. "All right, that does it. You're done. Harassing passengers, physical assault, and now assaulting an officer." Then he pulled out a badge. The woman's face went white as chalk. She had just punched an undercover cop. He called it in right there, told her she was under arrest, and when the bus stopped, other passengers blocked her from bolting out the door. 3 stops later, a squad car was waiting for her. Her son quietly apologized to me before they left, and honestly, I felt awful for him. He wasn't a bad kid, just stuck with a terrible mom. The officer asked if I wanted to press charges. I said yes, and thankfully, he let me handle everything over the phone instead of dragging me to the station. In the end, she got a few months of jail time and community service. I got justice, and a story that still feels unreal. And the best part? My surgery went well. By November, I was declared cancer-free. My hair's coming back, I don't need the wig anymore, and every time I ride that bus, I can't help but smile, because I'll always remember the day karma came quicker than the next stop.